Attacking here is ill-advised, to say the least. What do we draw? And sometimes you just top deck the burn spell. I mean, that's what the deck wants to do, right? Get in there nice and quick. We got there. Welcome back, happy friends, to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle so much more playing Magic, so hopefully you can struggle a little less. We're at it again, this time playing Mono Red, trying out Chandra again. But we've seen previous iterations where I was trying to use Chandra as a card engine, card draw engine, as well as potentially a ramp tool, and she was okay. But now we're going to do something that was inspired by Legend VD, where we are making our curve extremely low, where Chandra is actually the top end, and increasing our chances of being able to play Chandra on 3, +1 for that 1 damage and 1 red mana, and play a spell to follow up with that, to potentially either defend her or get in with damage. So yeah, that's the premise of the deck. Get really low, really fast, and try to get underneath our opponent's strategies before they have a chance to stabilize or penalize them drastically for missing land drops. So this is my own spin on the deck. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Starting off with Chandra. Chandra Dressed to Kill is a 3 level 2 planeswalker for 1 red. +1, add a red mana. Chandra Dressed to Kill deals 1 damage to up to 1 target player or planeswalker. And honestly, if she sticks around, that 1 damage adds up. I'm a little skeptical about it, but against the deck this low, I felt the difference for the games where we had Chandra and we didn't. +1, exile the top card of your library. If it's red, you may cast it this turn. So there's another way to kind of get spells off the top of our deck. And then finally, -7, exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may cast red spells from among them this turn. You get an emblem with whenever you cast a red spell, this emblem deals X damage to any target, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Okay, our 2 drops, not many of them. We're running Royal Eruption as a way for reach. It's a sorcery for 1 red. It has kicker 5, but you know, if you're getting to 7 mana, we have a problem. Royal Eruption deals 3 damage to any target. If the spell was kicked, it deals 5 damage instead. So a way to finish off our opponent and get our bigger creature off the board if we really need to, but 9 out of 10 times we want these going face. Flame Channeler is a 2/2 human wizard for 1 red. When a spell you control deals damage, which is all 3 of our different damage spells, transform Flame Channeler into a 3/3 elemental wizard. Whenever a spell you control deals damage, put a flame counter on Embodiment of the Flame. Pay 1 generic, remove a flame counter from Embodiment of the Flame, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. So a little impulsive card draw, another way to dig deeper into our deck. Now, our slew of 1 drops. Akum Hellhound is a 0/1 elemental dog for a red. Then Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, Akum Hellhound gets +2/+2 on the end of turn. So it's essentially a 2/3 for 1. Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter is a 2/1 vampire warrior for a red, and then 1 and a red, discard a card, sacrifice a vampire, draw 2 cards. Activate this only if your opponent lost life this turn. Synergizes with Voldaren Epicure. Play with Fire is an instant for a red. Play with Fire deals 2 damage to any target. If a player is dealt damage this way, scry 1. So removal that can go face. Spikefield Hazard is a land if we need it to be, but most of the time it's going to be an instant for a red that deals 1 damage to any target, including our opponent. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. Voldaren Epicure is a 1/1 vampire for a red. When Voldaren Epicure enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Create a blood token, allowing us to ship those extra lands to draw more gas. Voldaren Stinger is a 1/1 vampire warrior for a red. Voldaren Stinger has first strike as long as it's attacking. And then for 2 and a red, Voldaren Stinger gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So a way to sneak in some additional damage or push through some larger blockers if we need to. And then finally, a 2/2 beast by the name of Wayward Guide Beast is 2/2 beast for a red. Explained that way wrong. Trample and Haste, and then whenever Wayward Guide Beast deals combat damage to a player, return a land you control to its owner's hand. So it has a little bit of synergy with Akum Hellhound, but it could be quite awkward as well if we need to make our land drops. But this deck typically stops at about 3 lands, so then we could start bouncing them. Then finally, we're running 2 Den of the Bugbears, which comes into play tapped if you control 2 or more lands, but also gives you a red source early in the game, which is when it matters. And then for 3 and a red, until end of turn, Den of the Bugbear becomes a 3/2 red goblin creature with whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. It's still a land. This could easily be a 4 of, but I only had 2. And then finally, 18 mountains. You could go Snow Mountains to play Frostbite, but I'd rather have had the spells that can go face, so that was the difference. I want to give a shout out to one of our latest members on the Struggle Bus, Maxime Daguet. Yeah, I think so. Maxim Daguet. We'll go with that one. Man, I'm so sorry. Have you guys learned that I'm bad with names yet? Hopefully I get better at them. Thank you so much for jumping on the Struggle Bus. Really do appreciate you. Ladies, gentlemen, and friends, that is the deck. So let's see how many people we get to punish for missing land drops today. Well, opponent's going first, but we got 2 lands and our stuff, so we're going to keep this one. See where it takes us. Alright. Gonna play our 2 damage. Now we may go Channeler and save the play with fire till the subsequent turn. Let's see what our opponent plays here. We're gonna foretell. There's Chandra. That's nice. So we are gonna go ahead and Flame Channeler and get in there for 2. So next turn we can Chandra plus play with fire depending on what our opponent plays. Doom Scar. Fair enough. Fair enough, opponent. Go ahead and Chandra plus Epicure.
I won't stop fighting till the people are
Opponent
safe.
for 1 and Epicure.
You're looking a little singed.
For the record, I just want to say I absolutely love her sound bites. They're so good. Meat hook for 1. Alright, so opponent's in a decent spot here. I think we're just gonna go ahead and fire up the Den of the Bugbear while we can.
Give a toast.
Just get in some damage, all things considered. Cause yeah, I mean at this rate we may actually get her up to 7. Opponent's not playing anything. I don't trust that. I wonder if we draw here. Seems pretty darn suspicious. We're not going to attack into that. So let's draw a card. Play with fire. Fair enough.
Just improvise.
Let's attack our opponent for 1. No pause. So we could have attacked there. Unfortunate. But, you know. Another Chandra is not going to work. We'll bottom that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we actually can kick her this next turn. I think we end the turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that's good for us. So our opponent was very aggressive. Go ahead and shoot them again. Channeler. I guess we can leave that on top. Let's see here. So play a land. Activate Bugbear. Go into the red zone. Let's see, does that get us there? Plus Chandra. Hit him for 1. And Eruption their face. Alright, we got there. No Chandra, but we have part of our combo here in the form of Wayward Guide Beast plus Akum Hellhound. So let's go ahead and keep this one. Then we'll be able to go to like 2/1 drops on turn 2. that could potentially work. We'll see. May end up going like Channeler or 2/1 drops, because Beast, we kind of want to replay the well, we'll see what our opponent does here. All right, fair enough. Chandra, that's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and get in there first, and then 2/1 drops or our 2-drop. Let's go ahead and play our 2-drop here. This could potentially be a bad matchup for a tap land. That's good for us. I like that. Let's see here. Man, missed the land. Land there would have been perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we can Eruption, right? Do we feel... Man, missing land was kind of legit, honestly. Eruption their face, flip that, and we could get in there. Only problem is we can't play anything else. Yep, they have the, Alright, let's see if they want to trade. They want to trade, fair enough. I wonder if maybe we shouldn't have attacked there, right? And just... Maybe. Double Chandra, not great. No attacks. Ship a Chandra, maybe? Alright, so our opponents get hit us for 8. They are definitely... And they're both trample, no sense blocking. Fair enough. They are going to win this race, it looks like. Let's see here. So this replaces the land, right? Do we want to ship this for land? Trying to think if we do or not. Ship a Chandra, maybe? It's probably the correct play. Let's get in there. Bounce a land. Play a land. I guess I probably actually should have waited till next turn, but I wanted to loot. That was my thinking behind it. So we can maybe Chandra here. They're gonna hit us. We'll have to take the full dose. Down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cadillacs. Not gonna be enough for us. Them getting 2 blockers there is unfortunate. Man, wish we had the land. Alright, there's the land. But like I said, they're getting 2 tokens here. So they, yeah, man, we had a chance. We had a chance if it was 1 blocker, right? Because they block them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. But them getting 2 cats is a good enough, I think. Let's see. Of course, we double land now. Trigger. Do we have anything going on? Let's see. So 1, 2. Yeah, never mind. They got it. Well done. Fair enough. Fair enough. On to the next one. Man, that's... Wow, I guess it counts these as lands? This is almost keepable, but that's not going to work. Alright, we can keep this. We'll keep this, and let's tuck... 1, 2, Chandra, right? You tuck the Epicure, maybe? So we could play... Flame Channeler into Chandra plus Fire? I think so. We have plenty of 1-drops. We'll play Spike Field Hazard here. Hope I don't regret that. But we'll go Channeler into Chandra, play with Fire. It feels pretty decent. Already regretting it, unfortunately. But, you know, of course, the minute that we don't do that, we've been stuck on 2 lands. Alright, opponent. Well, that's not horrible. Kill that. Flips her anyways. Play here. And get in. Alright, so next turn, play land, Chandra. Catilda.
Without the sun, I'll light your way. Give a toast.
I think we just go ahead and capitalize on this. I mean, our opponent's at 11. We tap Catilda, play a 4-drop maybe. Probably go digging with Chandra next turn. We'll end up seeing what our opponent does. They're in the tank trying to figure it out. I mean, we're okay. Spellbinder, alright. It's a bit of an issue for sure. That can deal with Chandra. Pretty cut and dry. That's not the worst. Do we draw here? Let's draw, see if we can get... Hey!
So I'm a little hot-headed. So what?
That's pretty good, actually. So trigger that. Eruption that. That triggers. Attack. And it's pay 1, right? So we can do that next turn. Alright, not too bad. When is it? We play that card this turn. Okay. So our opponent's down to 6. I mean, that was some work there for sure. No plays from our opponent. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let's activate this first. Let's see what we draw, because we may get a land. Alright. I like that. And then let's... attack like this. There, let's see what they blocked. We knew something was up. Like, there's no doubt about that. Exiling that. Okay. Ah, because of first strike. Alright, solid. Solid. Let's go ahead and deal the extra damage to our opponent then. And then I think we just +1 and make a blocker here.
Let's bring things up.
Great turn for our opponent. Very good turn. So obviously that Spike Field Hazard would have been nice. Adversary, okay. Plussing up the team. So attacking here is ill-advised, to say the least. What do we draw? And sometimes you just top deck of the burn spell. I mean, that's what the deck wants to do, right? Get in there nice and quick. We got there. Alright, we go first, and we have our damage spells plus way to get in damage, so I think we keep this one. I think we play the Hellhound over the Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter, I think is correct. Just because Hellhound can push through damage a little bit better than Falcon Wrath can. Let's just kill that. Let's get in there. I guess we could have waited till they put a counter on it, right? Oh well. Fair enough. Let's see. Trigger a land. We may just end up holding on to that. Oh, alright. Well, that works for me too. Let's get in there. I like that. I like that a lot. Our opponent missing their 2-drop was pretty nice for us. So, Exile Effect, Brutal Cathar, that, Roger. Are they picking? That guy. Okay. Let's get him back. Kill the Cathar. And another land. Okay. Alright. I mean, at least it keeps us getting in there, right? Slightly unfortunate. What are we looking for here? Hopefully this becomes the the Spellbinder Elite, because then we can ping it for 1. And then we could still shoot him in the face. That's painful. Of all the cards they had to have, that's actually the most painful one because it just gives them an endless supply. We could kill that, but then we just get him for 2. Let's see. We've won ourselves, unfortunately. And another land, so we're flooding a little bit here. Come on, Chandra. Need Chandra. We're already running like 20 lands. So they're at 6. I wonder if we should have gone face. No, it's the same difference. Thar, fair. Super cool artwork. Alright. So we're relying on our burn to get us there. Another hound. Sure. Wonder if maybe we should have kept it. Apparition. Fair. Interesting that they're going after our landfall guys. Alright, I like that. I like that quite a bit, actually. So we go at their face. Discard card, sacrifice a vampire, draw 2 cards. Activate only if opponent lost life this turn. We have to... Discarding a card is part of the cost, too. So maybe we should have held on to that land. No attacks. We'll just have to hit our opponent up at the end of their turn, it looks like. So they can play 2 spells, get rid of our pit fighter. Okay. So we could shoot that in response, right? But then that takes like half our burn away. What do we have left? We still do have some burn. But them gaining life is unfortunate as well. Let's see what they pay. I think stopping their life gain might have been... I hope it's correct, right? We have a blocker for Chandra. We'll take that. Spikefield Hazard. Spikefield Hazard. Oh man, it would have been at 3. Gosh. This is so nerve-wrenching. Right? No attack still. It just trades with Thalia. We could kill Thalia, but I don't particularly care for that. Oh, man. So I guess we should have attacked anyways. And we can't sacrifice... The fact that it's part of the cost is unfortunate. So they're going to hit us here for 7. We're on a clock for sure. I think we're just going to spike field. I mean, we could kill to last longer. Is that worth it? Is that worth it, man? We could have played it tapped. No, we need, right, because it's 5? Yeah, I think we let this happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not quite lethal next turn. Spikefield Hazard. Them. War Beast gets back our Falcon Wrath. So our opponent has the Absence. Fair. Ooh, opponent. Oh man. Oh man. We're gonna keep this in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Am I oh, they fire up the Haven. Okay, got you. Fair enough. Good game. Fair enough. I missed that one. So close. Man, we could have gotten there if we had Chandra. War Beast into, or Guide Beast into Chandler is a little awkward. So I think we need to mulligan this. Alright, this is better. This is better. And let's pitch the Owlhound. Epicure into Channeler and then use the hazard as a ping effect. Seems decent. No one drop from our opponent. Oh, we got the Guide Beast. Lol. Alright, this one's gonna die, but what are we gonna do? Not do anything? I guess we could have played War Beast. I don't know why I keep saying War Beast. So play with fire. No play with fire. Interesting. Do they play an X1? That'd be sweet. Land X1. Yes. Channeler. Speak field hazard them. That flips both. So we still get in 3 damage this turn. Feels correct. Come on, Chandra. Chandra off the top, please. And thank you. They could bounce it. They could bounce it. So we'll just Wayward Beast plus the Flame Channeler next turn. Alright. So we're assuming they're looking for a blue source. They have the Fading Hope in hand, right? Nice. No Chandra, but 3 lands this time, so we're gonna keep it. Epicure into Channeler is one of our better starts. We have 2 Spike Field Hazards that could go face or be lands. So we'll see what's up. Alright, they're gonna go face, that's for sure. Maybe one goes face, one comes to play tap, just because we do have the den now. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Play it. Oh. Let's go here. Opponent has a removal spell. What are you going to remove, friend? Hopefully it's 2 damage and we can negate it by pinging their face. That'd be sweet if we can make that happen. And let's see. Non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, non-dragon. Wizard, human. Yep. Alright, so that doesn't matter. Fair. Bounce a land. Can't play a land, but that's fine. We'll hold what we got. Fair. I think we have to kill that. I could be wrong. You get stuck on 3 lands again? Do we not attack here? I feel like that's wrong, right? How do we do this? Play a tap land, play her, attack. And then I wonder if we ship one. Problem is that we do want to activate Den of the Bugbear. Okay, so they don't get to Emberstorm here. I think we go ahead and pitch the Dig for Gas. Looking for like a Chandra or something, maybe? That's not it. That might be. Let's, well, shoot. I guess I should have played that since we have nothing else to do, right? But I was thinking we could plus her. Force them to use their removal. Okay. I don't hate that. Problem is now we're bouncing 2 lands at a time. Okay. So what are they getting back? Okay, fair. Now we can't attack into that either. Interesting. Do they attack or they do this? Chandra, thank you, my dear. Thank you, my dearest.
You know
Good
what's
hit.
great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno. Aw, you're looking a little singed.
Okay, no attacks needed. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Oh no, opponent. Rude. Still no good attacks, man. Still no good attacks here. So what are we trying to do here? We attack, they block, we get him for 1. That doesn't feel good enough. Guess we just play a land? Like, having 2 charge... Oh, man. Them having that answer is really unfortunate. Predator, okay. Do we have a way to pressure Predator? I don't think so. I think we just draw here. Alright, so that turns on Den. That can attack into this, right? They can sack this for 0. Twice the number. Fair. So I think we just hold. We may actually pitch the mountain. I think we might have to... No, I think we pitch the Wayward Guide Beast and we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Of course, they eat a card. Okay. Let's go digging. What do we pitch here? I think we pitch a land. I think we're just done. I think they have a little too much going on. Play with fire. So they block, kill 1, right? Is this good enough? This can attack. So I think we hold and we scout for damage. Because if we play with fire they just kill one of our guys. So no attacks. Man, that 1 counter on Bloodthirsty Adversary is pretty solid. Wonder if I was punished for the turn that I activated everything, right? I mean, our clock's ticking. Our clock is ticking, my friends. And our opponent is sandbagging as much as they can. So, I wonder if we do... Let's see. We shoot their face. Oh, man. Soren making a healer is... Alright, come on. We need to burn here. Come on.
Bring my own army.
Come on, burn spell. Spike Field Hazard. It's a burn spell. They gain 2 life though, so I don't think it's enough. I think we have to bottom that. It needs to be Eruption. Hound does not do it either. Do we put all our cards on the table? Attack, send this first. Activate. Alright, we got step 1 out of the way. Oh man, them having a Soren is unfortunate. Interesting. Alright. Okay. Alright. So if we get a land, not quite. Land's not quite enough. Oh, man. So close. Gosh darn it. You go back up to 5.
Without me, we're all doomed.
So, Eruption...
You can deal with my servants.
Alright, well, Eruption doesn't do it. Alright. Oh, no! It was 1 card off! Oh, where could we have missed? And we bought him the Spike Field Hazard. Oh, my gosh. Ah... And they just block here. Oh, Soren did it. We could have won this game. Just a little too short, man. Why'd that get? Oh, it gets the counter when it... Ah. The life... We could have won if it was anything but lifelink. Pay that. Doesn't bounce a land. 3 blockers. Man, gosh darn it. So close, chat. So close. Almost. Yep, this is a curve out. We'll keep this one. Let's see if it gets us there. Play Hell on the 1 followed by Pit Fighter. I mean, we could go... Oh yeah, Pit Fighter plus Stinger. That way we could potentially attack. Right, with Stinger and then Pump. Alright, Stinger and Pit Fighter. And then we might hold the Epicure and just get in for an additional 2. Gosh darn it. That's not what I wanted. And I don't think we could discard a card and sack the... Maybe I should have done that, actually. Maybe I should have. Pitch this. Alright. And we got there. Nice. Well, happy friends, that is the deck. And yeah, this thing's a 1. It's a lot of fun, right? But man, is it stressful. And it really boiled, like, it doesn't warrant enough the 4 wild cards for Chandra, but I mean, the deck can win some games for sure, but I mean, you're really, really trying to get underneath a lot of strategies, and you kind of need the right draw. And maybe, I don't know, maybe maybe 20 lands is too much. I'm not quite sure. The Hellhounds could come and go, right? They did quite a bit of damage, but sometimes they just kind of fall short, right? There's that tension with Guy Beast, but we kind of knew that putting it in there. It's still a sweet charger, right? We could easily go more haste units. I think that might have been a consideration as well. Channeler did great. Eruption, I think, was fine. But the deck is fun. The deck is fun, but yeah, it's a 1. But, you know, sometimes we gotta explore some bad ones and know what we got on the good side, right? Thank you once again for tuning in. I really do appreciate you. It means a lot. Until next time, as always, happy gaming, friends.